Joseph Carlson. I'm on to your devious ways, bucko. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. In this video, I'm going to prove to you with data, facts, and figures that Joseph Carlson is what we call a closet indexer. Now, that sounds really sketchy, doesn't it? So let's go ahead and explain what I'm talking about. Joseph Carlson is a very popular YouTuber. He's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. He's got a pretty incredible investment portfolio, and he makes a lot of money from his Patreon, where he sells his software that he made to analyze stocks. Okay, at least you're providing some kind of value. But what people don't realize is that Joseph Carlson is playing a very, very devious game. Either he knows what he's doing, or he's so inept that he has no idea that what he's doing is a very sneaky tactic that active fund managers do when they try to perform as well as the market. Not beat the market, but match the market. And this is called closet indexing. So let's go ahead and show you Joseph Carlson's full tech portfolio. This is his amazing tech stock picks that he's put so much time into. Now, I have raked this portfolio over the coals. I have blasted this portfolio. Now, if you want to see it in detail, I even made a cool little Excel sheet here. His portfolio is Amazon, Netflix, Google, Microsoft, Adobe, CRM, and Apple. Now, what does this mean? What does this resemble, ladies and gentlemen? I've said it 1,000 times, but I did not realize how much this actually resembled this other ETF. It's called QQQ. I did not know there was a name, or at least I did, but I forgot it, for what Joseph Carlson is doing. But you know who also engages in this? Fund managers. We'll get to that in a second. So I've gone ahead and I've made Joseph Carlson's portfolio, and I've had the weightings here based on current value and on cost basis. So his largest holding by far is Amazon, then Netflix, then Google, Microsoft, and the rest are fairly insignificant after, CRM and Apple. Very, very small positions. But overall, he's got a very concentrated tech portfolio. Now, let's see what closet indexing is, because it's very, very sneaky. It's very, very sneaky. Closet indexing is a strategy used to describe funds that claim to actively purchase investments, but wind up with a portfolio not much different from the benchmark. By doing so, portfolio managers achieve returns similar to an underlying benchmark, like the S&P 500, without exactly replicating the index. The motivation for closet indexing grows out of years of poor performance and the ongoing shift from active to passive management. This has put pressure on fund managers who fear the passive industry will eliminate stock picking jobs. Now, Joseph Carlson is not a fund manager. Okay, he doesn't manage people's money, at least to my knowledge. But he does have an active portfolio where he sits down and he picks his investments. He sits down and he does analysis and he picks his investments. So this closet indexing, when they're defining it as a fund copying or trying to match the index, is not exactly the same. But there are massive overlaps between what Joseph Carlson is doing and what these fund managers do. And this is devious, okay? Because when you pay a fund manager, you're paying them to actively try at least to outperform their benchmark. That's why you pay them extra money and extra taxes, et cetera, et cetera. You're paying for their expertise. When it comes to Joseph Carlson, he is portraying himself as a stock picker, and he is selling you software to go ahead and pick stocks. That's very, very interesting. And how does he do that? How does he draw you in? He closet indexes. I've been saying this over and over again. Now, I went ahead and I back tested the portfolio. So I have QQQ here, which I said, because I looked at his portfolio. If we go back and look, I said Amazon, Netflix, Google, Microsoft. That sounds like the largest stocks in the index, and that sounds like QQQ to me. So if we go and we construct his portfolio, I put in QQQ as portfolio number one. And then I put Amazon, Netflix, Google, Microsoft, Adobe, CRM, Apple. And I put them at the weights, both based on cost basis and current value, okay? So I have 3 portfolios here. Portfolio 1 is just 100% QQQ. Portfolio 2 is Joseph's tech portfolio, if you use, I believe, cost basis. And then portfolio 3 is Joseph's portfolio, if you back tested it based on the current weightings, based on the fair market value of the portfolio. So we have 3 portfolios here. How much do you think this portfolio has matched the performance of QQQ? Give me a guess right now. Do you think it's within 1%? You think it's within 2%, 3%? Has it outperformed QQQ? Has it underperformed QQQ? How close to QQQ is this portfolio? And remember, to construct this portfolio, you have to do extra research. You have to take extra time out of your day analyzing stocks, watching Joseph Carlson videos, doing all this extra work to do what? Well, let's go look at the performance. So we go down and we see that we have the different performance here. Portfolio 1, QQQ, compounded annual growth is 15.55% over the past 5 years. Portfolio 2, 14.95%. And portfolio 3, 15.98%. So if you look at the charts, okay, we start from 5 years ago, okay, roughly 5 years ago, December 2017. You put $10,000 into each one of these portfolios. What is your ending balance? Well, with QQQ, it's $21,360. With portfolio 2, it's $20,000, so less, $784. And portfolio 3 is $21,487. Can you look me in the eye and say this is not a closet index? Is this not a... Seriously, don't know. Stop. Is this not a closet index? If you don't see what I'm talking about here, you are a clown. I'm sorry. That's the only way I can describe you. A massive, stinking, unwashed, filthy clown. This is a closet index. So what is the value of this? Why waste your time looking at his tech portfolio when it's literally the same thing as QQQ? Here's how you buy QQQ. You open up Robin stock. You go, well, maybe something else besides Robinhood, maybe Fidelity or something. You click, well, you deposit some money, and then you click buy. And then you go do whatever you got to do. You go to work, you go to the beach, you hang out with your wife, your kids, and you don't have to waste your time with this, okay? So, Joseph, please comment on this channel. Please tell me this is not a closet index. Tell me why I would need to pick stocks. Why would I watch you when you literally have QQQ? It's within my very small percentages of performance over 5 years. Very, very interesting now, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? And you, oh, he's so nice. Like, he's not the worst. Okay, he's not the worst. But please, you got to understand what he's doing. You have to see through it. Now, I'm not bashing his software. It seems pretty cool. It's better than everything money's, it looks like, at least from my opinion. But at the end of the day, what's the point? Can someone explain that to me? Because I just don't understand it, man. I mean, I guess if it's your hobby to pick stocks, okay, 5% of your portfolio. But no, he's just, like, I think all of his portfolios in individual stocks, which is very fascinating. So let's do some comments, and then we'll close it out. Let's see. We need VT versus VEQT now. I don't know. It's so tempting, but I don't know. Maybe something could grease the wheels. Are the hearts distracting you, Strongman? What hearts? What happened to Kevin and his channel? It's tanking. Oh, what? Let's spam hearts. What happened to Kevin's channel? When are you going to make your own software and sell it to your subscribers? Coupon code VT, Mike. Dude, I don't have the expertise or the time to make software. I really don't. I don't know how to make software. I'm not a software person. I am not hiring somebody to make software. Don't quote me, bro. Maybe I'll do it in like 5 years and start grifting. Got me feeling it. Carlson thinks he's a fund manager. I mean, did you see the similarities? It's insane. It's QQQ down to the dollar, almost. It's ridiculous. Like, people are like, oh, you don't have a shirt on. And then I show you the data and I show you the facts. And you sit there and, well, at least he's not as bad as Lefebvre, okay? At least he's not. No, most people aren't as bad as Lefebvre, okay? It's hard to be as bad as Lefebvre. That's a challenge. The Google, Apple, Microsoft special fund. What's your opinion on the S&P? Extremely overvalued due to excess inflows and other mutual funds. Very simple. I'm a boglehead. I have 95% of my portfolio in the total world, VT, Vanguard Total World Index. And I don't try to time the market. I don't try to, actively manage my own portfolio. I just own the world at market cap weights and let the active participants of the market figure out what securities are good and what are bad. That's all I do. So I don't worry about it. 60% of my portfolio is in U.S. stocks. Maybe a little bit less because I bought it. I mean, you can argue that all you want, but is it overvalued when that's the norm? There's going to be even more. Nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. It is a closet index, but I understand not wanting QQQ due to the bottom holdings being pure poo-poo, not a Joseph Carlson. I mean, how do you know they're pure poo-poo, though? How do you know? And it's the same thing. Why waste your time picking stocks? Somebody explain it to me. Honestly. If it's a hobby, okay. But holy crap, man. Joseph goes all in. And people love it. And it's literally QQQ. It drives me nuts. Oh, man. To be honest, it's true. No point in analyzing. It's 100% true, man. You got better things to do. The point is he can control the percentages. He can, yeah. And somehow it still ends up being just like QQQ. Funny how that works out, huh? Any chance we can get a remake of Eminem's Stan, but recasting you as Eminem and Kid Freshie's Stans? What? Eminem's Stan? Is this some old school thing I don't know? Heen Squad? What is the Heen Squad? The Heen Horde? What is this? He can control the percentage of the shares he purchases. With QQQ, the percentages are so. Why does it matter what he does? It literally matched QQQ. Did you not see what I showed you? I threw the evidence in your face. If someone had to pay transaction costs for every trade, would they lump sum or still DCA? I don't know. I mean, honestly, like some people say lump sum. I don't know. Like, honestly, it really depends on your situation, whether you would lump sum or DCA. But that's kind of an irrelevant question because, like, there really aren't any. I mean, I'm sure there's like tiny, minute transaction costs or spreads. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know. I mean, I usually DCA because most of all my money that I want invested is invested. Now, if I came into a bunch of money and I wanted to invest it for 30 years and I didn't need it for 30 years, yeah, I'd probably lump sum it and not think about it. But I don't know. Maybe if you need the money soon, maybe you shouldn't lump sum it into an index. I don't know. It's complicated. Shadad the moon. Oh, please. As predicted, 2023, the recovery of 2024, the bull market on crypto. You made fun of me in 2022. I'm coming for you. By the way, great videos lately. Thank you very much, sir. You can roast me all you want when the fake currency goes up again. I don't care. Paul Gabriel knows it's overvalued. Yeah, he does. Paul Gabriel is the greatest investor in the world that doesn't show his portfolio. VT to the bottom. Are you saying QQQ is fine for the long term? That's your decision. I own the total world index. I don't try to pick stocks. And honestly, I think buying QQQ, you're actively selecting winners and losers. Because QQQ is only certain stocks in a certain country. Whereas VT is everything at market cap weights, basically. I mean, like that is the definition of indexing to me. Joseph Carlson bought Netflix at $700. All I need to say. You kind of remind me of Dennis Rodman. Oh, thank you very much. I guess I'll take that as a compliment. Contact Seth. That's not a bad idea. Paul Gabriel. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Whoa! All right, guys. That's it. I just wanted to roast Carlson a little bit. You trashing on EM are your best videos. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want me to dump on EM more, you got to, like, send me clips. Because I really don't watch them. I just don't care. Like, they're so lame and boring. Oh, what's this stock? Let's put it in our software. 3% growth rate, 5% growth rate, 7% growth rate, 20% profit margin. It's like so boring. Oh, and then they just like day trade or talk. It's like, it's so stupid. Okay. It's Paul Goblin. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Cheers.